This week's parsha is Parshas Vayigash. So we have the story of the battle between Judah and Joseph. Now this is not a physical battle, but a battle of the minds. For as you recall, the brothers led by Judah sold their brother Joseph to Egypt 22 years ago. And at this moment in time, they were standing in front of him, second to command to Pharaoh in Egypt. Yet they did not know that this person in front of them was their brother. And Joseph was tricking them in different ways, hinting to them that they should realize that he was Joseph and realize the mistake they made by selling him. But Judah would not give in, and the conversation between them started to unfold. A heated conversation where Judah basically said, I have enough of your games, your tricks. Let us go, let us leave Egypt at this time, or else you may destroy the entire land. And at that moment in time, Joseph realized that his brother won't give in, and he said, I am Joseph, the brother you sold to Egypt. And obviously Judah's shock was one. He could not believe his own ears or his eyes what he was seeing. And the lesson we learn from here is that sometimes we make mistakes, and the truth is staring us right in our face, and we can't see past that truth. We can't see the truth for what it is. And we're supposed to learn to keep our ears open for the signs in the world, the hints in the world that maybe things we've done are mistaken. When a person can go ahead and realize the mistakes he made, then he can become a better person. We'll now continue with the singing of Lechadodi, the song we sing Friday night, written by the great Rabbi of Shlomo Alkabetz in the late 1400s. Lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela lechadodi lekras kala pnei Shabbos nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad Hishmiyanu kel hamyuchad Hashem echad Ushma ho'yachad L'shem sefer v'l'sila Chadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela L'kras Shabbos l'chuvin elcha Ki hi mikor haberacha Meirosh mikedem nesucha Sov ma'aseh b'machshavot chila Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Mikdash melech Ir melucha Kumitzi mitoch ha'afecha Rav lach shevet b'yemekabacha V'hu yachamol Alayichem la'lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisnari me'afar kumi Livshi bigdei sefartei chami Al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi giyahala lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Hisahoreri Kiva horechu miyori Uri shir daberi Gevod Hashem alayich nigla Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela V'hayulim shisa shahosayich V'rachaku kameh v'halayich Yosis alayich elokayich Kim sozcha sanal kala Lechadodi l'kras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Yamin u'smal tifrotzi V'yez Hashem daritzi Al yad ben yishai beis halachmi Karva el nafshi giyala lecha Dodi l'kras kala
Oneg Shabbat nekavel abawi b'shalom. Atares ba'ala gamberino v'tzahala. Tochem uneyam segula ba'vikala. Ba'vikala lecha dodi lekras kala. Oneg Shabbat nekavela.
Today in the Jewish calendar is the 10th of Teves. The 10th of Teves is a minor fast day. Fasting over the fact that the beginning of the end of the destruction of the temple took place today, around 2,500 years ago. The siege of the Babylonians around Jerusalem. And although the siege lasted for a number of years. So it's one of these things where it's sort of the beginning of the end, but is it more than that? A lot of times we have prolonged processes and we don't always mourn the beginning of them. And the answer is that the Jewish people on some levels, they gave up. It wasn't over. It certainly wasn't over. Yes, there was a siege around the land, but they had plenty of food and they would be able to survive. And if they would repent to God, then God would forgive them and release them from the grasp of the Babylonians. But they sort of fell apart at the seams and they said, you know what, it's the beginning of the end, we're going to just give up. And one of the lessons we mourn is really not to give up in life. Sometimes in situations that don't look great, they look bleak, but it's still not over, there's still hope, there's still more that can be done. And the lesson we should take from here is to never give up and always look for that hope. And when there is that hope, jump in, do the best you can, and who knows if you'll succeed, and maybe you will succeed. We're now finished with the singing of Adon Olam. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'Yeis Nasa B'Chefso Kol Azai Mehelech Shemo Nikra V'Yacharei Kechlos HaKol Levahado Yimloch Nora V'Haya V'Hu Hoveh V'Hu Yiyeh B'Sifara V'Hu Echad V'Yein Sheni Hamshilo Lehachvira Bili Reishis, Bili Sachlis, Velo Hod, V'Hamizra, V'Hu Keli, V'Chai Goali, V'Tur Chevli, V'Yeis Nasa, V'Hu Nisi, Umanosli, Minas Kosi, B'Yom Ekra, B'Yahado, Avkid Ruchi, V'Yesishan v'Yahira v'Yemrochi Gev'Yasi Ado Shem Li V'Lo V'Ira. Have a happy and healthy week, a great weekend, a great Shabbat. We'll see everybody next week.